Hi, so in this video I'm going to try something slightly different. I am using something called an Oldfield filter, which is an invention of Harry Oldfield to be over the camera lens of my mobile phone to video this, because it brings in extra light dimensions. Might be of interest to you. I'll put a link in the bio to it and the description so that you can see where you can go and buy it if you would like to have such a filter with you. On this video I'm going to call it suicide recovery. Quite a big juicy title there, but it's based on personal experience and to offer up some ideas about self-healing that could be helpful to anybody who is a friend or a family member of somebody who has committed suicide. As I had this tragic experience nearly 5 years ago when my best friend of nearly 35 years committed suicide, and what I wanted to offer up was some hope, some positive energy in and around such a situation, and to share some learnings that I've had subsequently. Now, at the time, I had been doing a number of years of self-healing techniques with on which the basis was muscle response testing, and some of those techniques enable you to reset events in the subconscious mind into a state of peace and harmony without talking about them. I'm able to talk about this life event now without being emotionally triggered. I've managed to process what went on, and whilst I still think of my very dear friend very regularly and his energy field is still in my awareness, I really feel that these energy healing techniques benefited me hugely. So there was that one dimension I just mentioned about being able to reset an event without talking about it, which is a powerful thing, and also removing trapped emotions connected with the event or the person. And I believe my personal experience was that when this tragic event happened, that because I'd done lots and lots of clearing of past life events and the emotional the trapped emotions that were related to those life events, that when such a tragic life event occurred, I was not as emotionally triggered or devastated by the event in the same way that other friends and family would have been. I still grieved hard. It was still a very painful experience at that time, and there was a lot of hurt and pain and probably anger at not saying goodbye, all sorts of emotions that I couldn't possibly cover in this video. But it was really noticeable how I was able to process things and understand them and look at them in a particular way in both the short term and the long term. And I certainly would put hand on heart to say that these techniques such as the emotion code and psych-k and a number of other techniques such as breathwork have been transformational in that process. There is another video that I've shot, which is an interview with a breathwork coach, Matthew Donaghy, who I did a powerful breathwork workshop with about a year ago, and that really helped me, because I noticed that when it was the anniversary of my friend's suicide, on the day when I would normally set some time aside to have a fire, to have a little remembrance kind of ceremony in his memory, I felt so much more at peace having done a workshop with Matthew, and in which I really kind of almost screamed out and vented out frustrations. Members of my family who hadn't contacted me to ask about how I was, or to show an expression of sorrow about the event. And so there was a lot of grief went on for me on multiple levels at that time that I was able to process, and I was very grateful to Matthew that he was able to hold that sacred space. So without going into more detail about that, you can watch that video, and it's linked to below in the comments section. So I just thought, as somebody who has gone through that process of trying to understand such a complicated life event, that I would share this. I send my thoughts of strength to anybody who is struggling, and I would reiterate that suicide is not the answer. Suicide can have a huge impact for everybody involved: children, families, wives, husbands, parents, family members, friends. It really isn't the right way, and I would emphasise that to anybody watching vibrationally. And if there's any way in which I could help you, please get in touch.